Hello there, how are you? Hope you're fine. Today we're going to present about Bcg Matrix and GE Planning. What is Bcg Matrix? Bcg Matrix is a Boston consulting group. Our growth share metric has helped companies answer that question by providing them a way to analyze product line in search of growth opportunity. It is a portfolio planning model developed by Bruce Henderson of Boston Consulting Group in the early 1970s. Bcg Matrix aims to identify high growth prospects by categorizing the company product according to growth rate and share market. By optimizing positive cash flow in high potential product, a company can capitalize on market share growth opportunity. Within the diagram, star go in the upper left quadrant and question mark are put in the upper right square. At the bottom, cash cow go on the left and dog are placed on the right. The diagram visually shows that star have high market share and a high growth rate, while question mark have low market share and a high growth rate. On the bottom, cash cow have a low growth rate but a high market share, and dog have low market share and low growth rate. The first quadrant, star. The star is the business unit or product that have the best market share and generate most cash are considered star. Monopoly and first to market product are frequently termed star. However, because of their high growth rate, star also consume large amount of cash. This generally result in the same amount of money coming in that is going out. This generally result in the same amount of money coming in that is going out. Star can eventually become cash cow if they sustain their success until a time when market growth rate decline. Companies are advised to invest in star, for example, Samsung or iPhone. Cash cow. Cash cow are the leader in the marketplace and generate more cash than they consume. They are business unit or product that have high market share but low growth prospect. Cash cow provide the cash required to turn question mark into the market leader to cover administrative costs of the company and fund research and development, to service the corporate debt and to pay dividend to shareholder. Companies are advised to invest in cash cow to maintain the current level of productivity or to make gain passively. For example, Sony and Nokia. Dog, also known as pet, dogs are unit or product that have both low market share and low growth rate. They are frequently break even, neither earning nor consuming a great deal of cash. Dogs are generally considered as cash strapped because businesses have money tied up in them even though they are bringing back basically nothing in return. These business units are prime candidates for divestiture, for example, like Lenovo and Asus. In question mark are the part of business that have high growth prospect but low market share. They are consuming a lot of cash but are bringing little in return. In the end, question mark, also known as problem children, lose money. However, since business units are growing rapidly, they do have potential to turn into star. Companies are advised to invest in question mark if the product have potential growth or sell if it does not. For example, like Oppo.
For the limitation of Bcg matrix, the Bcg matrix produces a framework for allocating resources among different business units and make it possible to compare many business units at a glance, but Bcg matrix is not free from limitations such as Bcg matrix classifies businesses as low and high, but generally, businesses can be medium also. Thus, the true nature of business may not be reflected. Market is not clearly defined in this model. High market share does not always lead to high profits. There are high costs also involved with high market share. Growth rate and relative market share are not the only indicators of profitability. This model ignores and overlooks other indicators of profitability. At times, dogs may help other businesses in gaining competitive advantage. They can earn more than cash cow sometimes. This is for sales approach is considered as to be too simplistic. Assumptions of Bcg matrix. High market share drives superior returns on investment. This could be through economies of scale or experience curve effects, or just investing behind strengths. Since if you have high market share, you are likely to have a competitive advantage. Higher growth markets deliver more attractive returns on investment. This could be true because to grow, you are winning the business of brand new customer, which is generally easier than taking existing customer from a competitor, and because your investment in your position will grow with the market, leading to better future returns than in a shrinking market. We have defined market correctly can be tricky. Is Europe one market, or what about India? This is tricky. If you define markets differently, businesses could have moved from dogs to stars or vice versa, with very different portfolio allocation implications. Each part of the portfolio has similar resources or return dynamics. Resources can generally be allocated across the portfolio. This may not be possible. For example, it may be hard to allocate talent across businesses. Resources are constraints. Trade-offs need to be made across the portfolio, otherwise you can just invest in them all. Now, let us talk and learn more about General Electric or McKinsey Matrix. The General Matrix was developed by GE with the assistance of the consulting from McKinsey and Company. The model identifies the market position and profitability of different business units based on their market attractiveness and business unit strength. This is more advanced form of growth model matrix compared to BCG Matrix. GE Matrix is a strategy tool that offers a systematic approach for the multi-business corporation to prioritize its investment among its business units. The main purpose of GE model is to analyze the current portfolio of business units and their positions compared to others. Second purpose is to develop growth strategies for each individual business unit by adding new products and businesses to the portfolio, and to decide the business units to be sold or invested more to exploit future opportunities. Here, the two dimensions used are market attractiveness and business unit strength. The market attractiveness refers to the attractiveness of the market or the industry in which the business units operate. Here are the factors affecting the market attractiveness, such as market size, market growth, growth potentials, market profitability, competitions, and others. Meanwhile, business unit strength refers to the competitive positions of each of the business units. It specifies the strengths, market share, market positions of the business unit. Brand loyalty, R&D, distributions, network, and population reach is also a factor affecting the business unit strength. Based on these two dimensions, 1 3x3 matrix is formed to be used as a GE model. The matrix is shown with the respective strategic decisions. Therefore, it leads to strategic decisions based on the outcome of this model, such as invest or grow, selectivity or earning, harvest or divest. Invest and grow. Investment is made in the market on the basis of the existing market attractiveness in terms of growth. Also, it is affected by the respective market share of an organization. Selectivity and earnings refers to the situation where a business doesn't want fresh investment, rather it is willing to have the security of the given investment so that it does not result in losses. Harvest and divest. Harvest refers to the situation where the business wants to generate cash out of the given investment. For example, it does not want stock accumulation. Divest refers to the condition where a business organization has finally decided to sell an undertaking or a part of its undertaking. Divestment is the last option which its business organization can undertake. GE is very useful in order to prioritize the limited resources in order to achieve the best returns. Managers also become more aware of how their products or business unit performs. Besides that, its more sophisticated business portfolio framework than the BCG metric and identify the strategic steps the company needs to make to improve the performance of its business portfolio. By the way, GE requires a consultant or a highly experienced person to determine industry's attractiveness and business unit strengths as accurately as possible. It is also too expensive to conduct and it doesn't take into account the synergies that could exist between two or more business units. Here are 6 steps to construct the GE. Step 1. Determine industry attractiveness of each business unit. Step 2. Determine the competitive strengths of each business unit. Step 3. Plot the business units on a metric. 4. Analyze the information. 5. Identify the future direction of each business unit. And finally, prioritize your investment. Therefore, there are two main differences between GE and BCG metric. First is visual difference. BCG is only a 4-cell while GE McKinsey is a 9-cell metric. 9 cells provide better visual portraits of where business units stand in the metric. It is also separates the invest and growth cells from harvest and diverse cells that are much closer to each other in the BCG metric and may confuse others of what investment decision to make. Second difference is comprehensiveness. The reason why the GE McKinsey framework was developed is that BCG portfolio full wasn't sophisticated enough for the guys from General Electric. In BCG metric, competitive strength of a BU is equal to relative market share, which assumes that the larger the market share a business has, the better it is positioned to compete in the market.